Portuguese striker Cristiano Ronaldo considers winning the Euro 2016 to be the happiest moment of his life, above the individual trophies he has won or the Champions League titles. This is what he said to his teammates minutes after the end of the match, according to previously unpublished images released by the Portuguese Football Federation, FPF, in which the words spoken by the captain of the Portuguese national team in the dressing room after the final in Paris can be seen. Forget about individual trophies. Forget about the Champions League. This is the happiest moment of my life. I have already cried 3 or 4 times. I swear by my son, said the former Real Madrid player in his emotional speech. Nobody believed in Portugal, but we did it, said the Madeira striker, who dedicated a few special words to the then coach Fernando Santos, whom he thanked for the faith he had in the team, and without which the victory would not have been possible. We deserved this. We have entered into the history of Portugal. We were the first to achieve this, he said, recalling that the 2016 Euro was the first national team trophy that Portugal has in its showcases, taking into account that sometime later in 2019 they won the UEFA Nations League. Portugal beat host France on July 10, 2016 in Paris by 0-1, with a goal in extra time by Eder, and was crowned European champion. Leo Messi's emotional talk before winning the Copa America 2021. Cold-hearted? Lack of leadership? Nothing of the sort. Lionel Messi is the commander of his team, of the team that was crowned champion of America in 2021. This is evident in the images of the Netflix documentary Son Eternos, Campeones de America. The documentary gives a lot to talk about, and it is no wonder. It portrays the journey of the Argentine team to reach the championship, and, in addition, shows us a Lionel Messi group leader, like we have rarely seen, with an inspiring and exciting talk. What is Messi like off the field of play, where he shines so much? How does he carry out a chat in the locker room in front of his teammates? These are doubts that perhaps many have, since the Argentine 10 has been perceived as a quiet football genius rather than a leader, and as someone who is described as the best player in the world, but without having led his team to a title, cutting a long streak without championships for the Argentine team. But in the images shown in the documentary, we see how his teammates and former teammates praise his leadership ability, and we even see Messi himself leading his team from the locker room to the field to win the Copa America, which ended Argentina 1, Brazil 0 at the Maracanã Stadium on July 10, 2021, leading the Albiceleste to its first major international title in 28 years. 45 days without seeing our family boys for this moment. We had a goal, and we are one step away from achieving it. There is no such thing as coincidence. You know what? This cup had to be played in Argentina, and God brought it here, to Brazil, brought it here to lift it at the Maracanã, so that it would be nicer for everyone, Messi says before the final of said tournament. I had hit myself and got up again. I had fallen again, and all I had in my head was that it was going to be given to me, a championship. I always had a score to settle with myself and my country, the Argentine star adds in the documentary. They would later win the World Cup in Qatar 2022 and another Copa America title in 2024, played in the United States. Paul Pogba's motivational speech before the final in Russia 2018. Minutes before the French national team players took to the pitch at Luzhniki to play the World Cup final against Croatia, Paul Pogba took the reins of the national team's locker room and moved his teammates with this speech. In the heart, in your eyes, I have seen it, boys. We are focused. We are 90 minutes away from making history. One match, 90 minutes. I don't know how many matches we have played in our careers, in our lives, but this match changes everything. It changes all history. There are 2 teams and 1 cup. They, for Croatia, are in the same situation. They want it too. We lost a final, Euro 2016 against Portugal in Paris. We know it. We have it here inside us. He puts his hand on his heart. We still have it here. He points to his throat. In our heads. Today we are not going to let the other team take away what belongs to us. Today, boys, we look each other in the face. We are not going to let another team take away what is ours. I want us to be remembered tonight by all the French people, who are going to be watching us. Their children, their grandchildren and their great-grandchildren. We have 90 minutes to make history. For life, guys. I am not going to shout. I am just going to look at your faces. I want us to go onto the field as warriors, as leaders. And then I want to see your tears, but not from sadness. Then I want to see you cry from happiness, hugging each other. Okay? Finally, the French team won 4-2, with Pogba scoring one of the goals, and they won the second world title in their history. Zlatan Ibrahimovic's emotional words after Milan's Italian Super Cup title, 2025. After AC Milan's spectacular victory over Inter Milan in the Italian Super Cup final, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, the club's sporting director, gave a powerful, motivational speech. The era of Sergio Conceição could not have started better at AC Milan. In just 2 games at the helm, the Portuguese coach, recently appointed to replace Paulo Fonseca, has already won 2 prestigious victories and a title. After beating the ever-fearsome Juventus of Turin in the semi-finals of the Italian Super Cup 4 days ago, 2-1, the Rossoneri continued this positive streak by beating their eternal rival, Inter Milan, in the final played in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, 3-2, on Monday 6th January. Without a doubt, an encouraging start to the new term for the Rossoneri club. We have achieved one of our objectives. What we were looking for was a reaction. This is our reaction. Before speaking, I want to congratulate the coach and his coaching staff. In a few days, you have done a great job. Thank goodness you had a fever. Sergio Conceição. Otherwise, you would have destroyed more than a television. Congratulations also to the players. You have won this trophy with sweat, sacrifice and desire to win. When a team has this desire to win, it is difficult to beat them. It is difficult, boys. When we started the championship, I told you that everything depends on us because everything is in the head. Today you showed it. Now we return to Italy. We bring this mentality. We recover points to be where we have to be. Congratulations also to all those who were with us, to the staff. It is also thanks to you, even if you are not famous. On the pitch, you are as important as those who play. Boys, this is Milan. We play for these trophies. Whoever wants to enter the history of Milan must win these cups. Guys, on the count of 3, go Milan. 1, 2, 3, go Milan. And so, we end this tour of the locker rooms, the place where football reveals its most human and emotional side. We have seen everything from the tensions and conflicts that can mark a season, such as Cristiano Ronaldo's anger or Teo Gutierrez's fight, to moments full of inspiration and unity, such as the speeches of Lionel Messi, Paul Pogba, and Cristiano celebrating with Portugal. These spaces are silent witnesses to the stories that we will never see on the field, but that define the competitive spirit, the passion, and the humanity behind this sport that we love so much. After exploring these iconic moments that have shaped soccer history from behind the locker room doors, we want to hear your opinion. What do you think best defines the spirit of the locker room in soccer? Is it the intense emotions like fights and frustration after a loss, or the inspiring speeches that motivate teams to achieve glory? Leave your comments or suggestions below. We'll be reading them.